Alright guys, let's do this. Let's just press a button that will satisfy my button. And oh my gosh, it isn't freaking working. Okay, there. Hello there everybody. Hello there everybody. Welcome to VIVOtek number 6721, now starring a dragon.
Yay.
Yeah, look at this thing. Look at that. It's a dragon.
I'll show y'all what
Nobody's in here right now. Hold
I
on.
made.
Nobody's in here right now. Because I had to restart the stream. So hold on. Alright. Let's see. Why is this so difficult sometimes? Why can't it just takes me off? Okay. So it looks like we just have to wait for people to come. Are you in here, Selfish? Guess you're our viewer. And if you're not in here, then I don't know. But if you are in here, look at this dragon. Look at that. About time. Jesus. I know, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Pizzeria.
Jesus, Pizza-rama. Pizza
our Lord and
sticks.
Savior. Okay, so, hey!
How are you
sweetie?
doing? I am doing. Okay.
Happy Friday.
Oh, it's Friday?
Isn't
Cool.
that why we're streaming?
Yeah.
We got a Keurig in the mail today. I finally got my Christmas present.
Woo! Woohoo! Woohoo! Don't you just love Keurigs?
Well, yeah, I do. I didn't think that I would, but I do.
You didn't think you would? Why not?
Well, for the longest time, I didn't think that I would.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, what a waste. Why make only one cup of coffee at a time? It just didn't make sense to me.
Alright, hold on.
Anyway,
Why is
I
my...
thought I'd start by showing you the progress that I've made on my dragon from a one-act play.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a little Tropicana in my tail here going on. So this will be one part of my dragon. So this will be the first carry. The first of 4 now. It has to be a 4-person dragon unless I make it smaller. And I might cut out the middle section. And he's supposed to have a silver tail, so I got a silver tail, but I thought it looked really strange against all of the blue just to go suddenly silver.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave him a blue stripe down the back, so it's mostly silver, with of course the fishtail at the end. Made the fishtail at the end. So I've got a blue and silver right there.
Cool.
And then it comes to his middle section, and then I put little bands on his belly because he's a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. And then the last time y'all saw me, I had a bunch of cardboard, but I had purchased this half mask, and it was supposed to be red. He has a red head, and it came green, and I thought, well, how am I going to paint it? Well, I found some fingernail polish, so I decided to paint each one of these.
A bunch of fingernail polish.
Yeah, each one of these.
Mm-hmm. And this was all done by her.
Yeah, individually.
Like only the green
with fingernail polish.
was us.
Yeah,
Okay.
the green was what the dragon was, and then I decided to make him silver since he's got a silver tail and a silver belly. And then it was only a half mask, so I had to build this bottom out of cardboard. I had to build his bottom, and I gave him rows of ferocious looking teeth, and then I put on his little mustache, which is classic, I think, Chinese dragon classic. But he's got a 4 carry, so he's got a carry in his head, which is a milk jug right here, and then he's going to have a carry probably right in here, and then a carry right in here, and he's got to have a carry at the bottom and then a carry at his tail. So I might shorten him. I might make him like take off maybe 2 of his bands here, 2 of his bottom bands, and just kind of bring him a little bit closer up, but
Mm-hmm.
there's my dragon. There's my Chinese dragon.
It's
How does he
honestly,
look?
it's honestly looking pretty good, drama for Mama. I am satisfied. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's scary. That's scary right here. Like, if that came up to me at night or something like that, I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Selfish said, roar! Roar! Am I doing it correctly?
I haven't painted these teeth yet. You can still see that they're cardboard and a whole lot of hot glue.
Too much hot glue. Like, come on. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
See, like this
So
is.
there we go.
This looks authentic right here. It looks like it's part of the design. Could even do some chomping with that probably.
Maybe.
Sorry if I'm a bit out of it tonight. I did an hour of talking straight for my OBS tutorial, and then I just decided to do 20 minutes of talking straight for my Space Desk tutorial. And if you don't know what Space Desk is, it's like do a display or whatever, which allows you to expand your iPad display, or expand like the Windows computer display over to an iPad or another computer.
Pick up the belly, the middle part.
Mm-hmm. And then we can
Thank
do
you.
that.
Yeah, I think he needs to be shorter. I'm going to have to make him shorter.
But what we can do then is have people in there, and they can go and move it up and down and up and down, and it'll look really authentic.
It has to be a dance. 30 seconds worth of a dance.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll just set him here in my lap for now, because I don't have any.
So Enigma said he has some news.
Ooh, news!
Mm-hmm.
I love news.
Mm.
What's going on?
I want pizza tonight.
Really?
Mm-hmm. What are we having?
We were going to have baked spaghetti.
I see. But he also said that there were some horrible things that happened when he was sleeping. I don't know. Because literally I was going to read it out, and then it just deleted itself because I popped out the chat. So unfortunately, I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, is he still there? Hey, Booker.
Oh yeah, he's there.
Well, what's going on? What's the news? I want to hear the news, man.
We need to know the news, Mr. Enigma. What's the twist? What's the tie? What's the twist tie?
The what?
The twist tie.
I don't think he has a twist tie. He's got news. Man, news.
Mm-hmm. NEWS. Is it fake or real news? I want to know. Like, if it's fake news, I don't want it. But if it's real news, tell me all about it. Mm-hmm. I know that.
Oh, what an awful Friday it's been.
It's been an awful Friday.
Well, it's been an awful productive Friday, but it's been an awful Friday.
Uh-huh. For me, it was too productive.
Okay, so
I'm friends with a few big and small YouTubers, and one of them makes music as well on his normal videos.
And want to collab? Yay!
Well, congratulations.
That is such big news. Holy Moses.
I wish a random YouTuber with about 400 subs.
Connections. I'm telling you. You're on your way.
I wish a random YouTuber with about 400 subscribers. He makes music. He wants to be at like 500 Twitch followers in 2019. I wish that he'd do a collab with me. Like, seriously, on YouTube. I'd like that.
On YouTube?
Do you follow me, Mr. Enigma?
I think he is following you, but...
Ah.
So have you been busy? Meeting next month. Okay. Okay.
What's his channel name? I want to check him out. I don't think that you included it there.
He says that he doesn't mind at all. That sounds
cool. I don't know what we collab about though.
What would you collab about?
I don't know.
Interesting. But it'd be fun. What I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of, because I'm an old folk.
You watch Jerry Rig Everything.
Occasionally I watch Jerry Rig Everything. Because I think it's fascinating to watch him rig everything.
Tom Stockdale. I'll make sure to check him out, because I bet he's kind of a cool YouTuber. He's British. Alright, let's see. Hey, first thing that pops up is his YouTube channel. Look at that. And there you go. He gets a pretty healthy amount of views per video. Nice. And for having 11,000 subscribers.
Only.
Okay, it's a lot, but He does get a good amount of views.
Well,
That's exciting.
I'm stoked for you.
Mhm.
I tell you.
That's really exciting. Selfish.
Good things happen. Always. Good things happen.
And that's the thing.
When you're patient and you gotta wait.
And that's the thing. Life always is comprised of ups and downs. And sometimes it gets so dark that you think that there's no turning it around.
Yeah.
But right after that, something like this comes up. It's a great opportunity, honestly. And I think that it'll really bolster you. He's going to be using a few of my unreleased songs in his videos.
Cool.
Oh, hey. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Tell me
You're a
what you want,
talented
what you
young
really
man. I
want.
can
Tell me what
understand
you
why
want.
he'd want to do that. I think it'd probably benefit him as much as it will you.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nice when there's a symbiotic going on.
Yeah. It
I'm
is.
proud of you. I'll tell you. That is huge news. So what happened while you were sleeping? Because this certainly didn't happen while you were asleep, did it?
Okay, all I know that he was sleeping and then he realized it was Friday and he was like, oh boy, it's Friday. This is the weirdest olive ever. They punched it in the wrong place. They punched it right through here and not at
Does
the
it
top.
still have a pit in it?
I don't think so. But see?
Hmm.
I was half asleep when I realized it was Friday, so now I'm on the edge of sleepy and icky.
Oh, and he's slowly waking up just for us? That's crazy, man. I know you're our only viewer, but
Mm-hmm.
that's just crazy. I appreciate that a ton.
Thank you.
But you know, if you need to go back to sleep, we will understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't get very much sleep. And when you can sleep, especially with all of this that's happening now, you gotta have some ability to,
He's awake now. Hey, welcome.
It's cool.
Welcome all the way up.
I'm awake.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Okay. Well, good. We appreciate your being here. So what do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, I know that I've been in kind of a weird, I don't know, because, well, when we got that Keurig, I had, it's time for me to stand.
Oh, good.
My watch is messed up, because I've just been, it's been weird. But, when we're just gonna do a standing stream, okay? We're no longer gonna sit for these streams. Just kidding. I'm not short. She's short. I'm not.
I'm terribly short.
But I had 2 cups of coffee.
Pathetically short.
So, you know, when you have a bunch of coffee, what happens, both midgets, you're a midget. Okay?
No, I am. I'm very short.
When you
I
have,
was taller than my mom.
when you have 2 cups of coffee, the thing that happens is that you kind of get hyper and you kind of be able to go like 1,000 miles an hour. So I was going 1,000 miles an hour for an entire hour, and that just kind of, that's like 1,000,000 miles or something. I can't even math right now.
Did you think we were super giants?
So
All of my uncles are.
Mm-hmm.
All of my uncles are.
So when you do that, it strains out your voice and you just get really fatigued. And you don't have to stream. And I want to stream, but I'm fatigued. And it's weird to stream when you're so fatigued.
Did we sit already?
Let's see. No.
So we fixed our dishwasher today. It was clogged and it wasn't draining. And our dishes got backed up.
There we go. That's it.
Because you don't think when you have a dishwasher that you can actually wash them by hand. So I didn't.
That's the funny thing. I'm always like, why don't we just wash them by hand? Why do we have to wash them in the dishwasher?
I don't know.
Excuse me. It's like not using a washing machine for clothes. That's where it gets weird.
So I love my Keurig, and what I love most about it is that I have always been kind of a flavored coffee. You know, every once in a while I'd love to have a cup of flavored coffee. But it's an every once in a while sort of thing where it's like, you know, I really feel like a cup of hazelnut. But when you brew coffee that's flavored in a regular coffee pot, the other coffee, at least the first pot of that other coffee, is flavored. It still tastes kind of like hazelnut. And my husband, who is absolutely flavor
Regular.
in coffee. Yeah, coffee shouldn't have flavor in it. Coffee should
Just
be just the
creamer.
bean.
No, he likes creamer. He can't drink coffee without creamer.
Well, but creamer. Well, you can have flavored creamers, but he doesn't even like. He would prefer just cream, heavy cream. That's it. And so I could never have flavored coffee because it would always kind of bastardize the pot. So.
But now that we have the Keurig, just stick the pot in there, brew it out, and then he can have his regular Starbucks, and it's great.
It's not tainted at all.
Was the hazelnut good?
Yeah, the hazelnut was fantastic. It was
Good.
a wonderful, wonderful flavor. It was good. So you did stuff like
you were a normal person.
Like normal. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like the enigma that I know. Oh, you're an enigma. You're not normal.
Oh boy.
So what kind of normal stuff did you do? Did you look for a house?
Or did you buy the Twin Towers? But you know what
We're towering.
You know what I've
fools.
been messing around with?
What?
This computer right here. Because it was the old system that we built 4 years ago. And it was that motherboard. And it was actually an APU. It was like the A10 7700K or something. Which they totally ripped off. I mean, Intel totally ripped AMD off with their i7 7700K. But it had that processor in it. The only problem is that I only have power supplies that are like super low wattage. And they only have like 250 watts and a 4-pin EPS to the CPU. And the problem is that this had an 8-pin socket to plug the power in, but I only had a 4-pin thing from the power supply. So I was like, it's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
But I plugged it in, took a chance, and lo and behold, it works perfectly fine. So now I can record these videos, and now I can have a relatively fast system in the bedroom.
Uh-oh, are you getting sick?
Oh, jeez. I held that cough, could you tell? I held it, I was talking, I was like, I really got a cough. Oh, boy.
I don't know how you did that.
You went fishing?
Fishing?
Wow.
Cool. I went fishing.
Fishing is fun. I don't get to do it a lot.
Did you go fishing in the river?
In the river, in the ocean, or in the lake. Because I always fish in a lake. Even though we're right next to a river, as you know. But that river is just not a fun river. I don't like it. Do you?
Did you go for a sit-down meal?
In the sea?
With
Whoa.
strangers? Cool.
That's crazy. It's crazy to hear from you.
No, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Are you on like the Ireland side? Is he on the Ireland side of England?
I don't know. I don't know the geography of England. How are you doing, biggest fan?
Hey, girl.
I know that you're not in chat. You're being shy.
Girl,
But
look at my dragon.
I can see you in there.
Look at my dragon for the one-act play. Look, I built this part.
A sit-down restaurant. Uh-oh.
A
Nothing
sit-down
about that.
restaurant for seafood? Did you have seafood? Did you have fish and chips?
I hope. Like, that fits the experience. Last time we had seafood was
But
when we went to the island.
Fish and chips is like fast food, I think, in England, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I assume, since you're an island.
Now I want to go to the island. I wanted to do that this break with your sister.
Biggest fan, are you ready?
For
you ready for school start?
I don't know about them. Because, actually...
We are by the ocean now because my sister is here now. And they have a house on this side of the bridge. But they're right on the island. Port Isabel side. So we could fish. We could fish in Laguna Madre, not Laguna... Our Laguna...
Padre?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We could fish on the Madre side, not
Boca
on the ocean
Chica.
side.
Let's go to the Boca Chica.
No, we're too far away from Boca Chica. But we could do that.
No, but I have good memories from when my aunt and uncle came down the last time during spring break. And we went to the island. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then we took a big cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was just really relaxing.
Dolphin watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was very relaxing.
Not a cruise.
The last time that you did that, though, you got really, really sick with my other sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
That was not fun. You were terribly sick.
I know. Not just sick, but
yeah, like like violent.
right on my hand.
Mm-hmm. Violently ill. It's very bad reaction to some amoxicillin. Oh man, terrible amoxicillin reaction.
Hey, Matt2HD.
Hey.
How are ya? He says hi to Mom.
Slow cooked duck egg, wild mushrooms, crispy shallots, tarragon dressing. Stilton crushed filet steaks with port wine sauce, gooey chocolate brownies. Wow.
Okay, that's a feast.
Happy New Year, Lou 15. How's it going? How has your New Year been so far? We're how many days into this New Year?
4.
4 days in.
Have
y'all kept your resolutions?
I was a lazy butt, kind of, but I wasn't a lazy butt today.
No, we had a productive day, but I didn't like today. It was warmer outside, so I was really getting excited about Happy New Year, Matt H2D, HD, Matt. Jeez,
Matt2HD.
2HD.
You have moved to the high definition. I haven't.
What were your New Year's resolutions? What were they?
I don't know.
What are they? What are they still? I'm working on my dog. That was my resolution, was that I need to stop being so bad to my dog.
2019, I think that just like any other New Year, it is an Apple Watch.
That's an Apple Watch.
It was a Christmas
but you
present.
gotta say, whoa, that's a Chinese dragon.
I did.
I had to make a Chinese dragon for my one-act play, so my dragon.
I watched what?
Is there such a thing as that? Selfish? Is there such a thing as that?
I bet that they have that kind of stuff for The Sims, but I'm not sure about Fortnite. Like, I don't even know what you're supposed to do with Fortnite.
My New Year's resolution was to be better to my dog.
Because my dog, MTD, we're going to call him Mindtech's dog, okay? Because it's insert first name's dog. But MTD doesn't. But he's gotten kind of chubby.
No, he's gotten chubby. That's how I mistreat my dog, by giving him far too many biscuits. In the name of love, I'm like, oh, look at him. And see, when we first got him, and he was a rescue, so when we first got him,
I'm pretty sure that he was actually abused.
Yeah, when we first got him, I think that he was an abused dog, and not like ours. Ours is terribly, terribly obese. And
my 600-pound dog.
Decided, he is my 600-pound dog, I believe. And I've decided that I just need to cut out the biscuits. But it used to be that would be all that he would eat. We would put a can of food down for him, and he wouldn't eat the can of food. So then we would go on to.
Here you go. Someone in chat asked for an olive.
Oh, okay. Well, we're finishing up our New Year's snacks here. And we'd give him like the dry food, and then we'd give him a semi-dry food, and he just wouldn't eat anything. And we didn't want to give him table scraps, so it turned out that we'd give him biscuits, and biscuits are like fast food, like dog fast food, I think. And he just got addicted to biscuits. But I never really could monitor how many biscuits I was giving him. And then after my mom passed, things just kind of went, I don't know, east for me, west for me, south for me, I don't know. And then I woke up one day and realized that my dog was huge. My dog was very terribly fat. Just
like you kind of wake up with yourself when I just stuck one of these things in my chair, and it's all the way in the foam now.
One of these things.
One of these skewers. That was horrible. That was a mistake. Died trying, said I'm the big 73.
73?
Because Selfish said 10. I'm the big 10. You made
tiramisu for New Year's? I'm jealous a little.
I don't even know what that is. I gotta look it up.
It's like a delicious coffee.
Oh man. Okay, that looks good. I love Google so much. It's just nice being able to say, I don't know what that is, and then look it up, and it's right on your monitor.
There you go.
I'm a talented chef.
You are a talented chef, man. I'm telling you. How did you make your own wafers, or did you buy the little lady fingers? You have to buy the lady fingers, don't you? I don't think you can make your own wafers for that.
Syphilis said he made a sausage roll.
That's syphilis.
Syphilis. Syphilis.
Yeah, that's
I'm just going to say syphilis.
That you can die of. They think Hitler might have died of that.
Well, let's not talk about Hitler in this
Hitler
channel.
Hitler took a suicide pill, didn't he? Anyway.
Like, here's our kind of sausage roll. Aren't these like, what are these called?
Little smokies.
Here's our smokies. Hitler is a lad. Yeah, Mr. Enigma, for some odd reason.
Did he die a lad? Did he take a kill pill?
I think that he died shamefully. Shamefully.
Died with his sweetheart.
I don't know. What's the time in the USA? It is... We're in Central Standard Time, right? And it's 6:37 right now. I don't even know. Because, like, sometimes it might be, like, we might be in PST or Eastern Time, or... And I don't even know sometimes.
Anyway, what did you want to talk about today?
It's 12:37. Are you guys in the UK, or... I'm guessing because that's Selfish's time, and he's in the UK.
Yeah.
I literally have had to convert for him.
Matt. Of course, the best chefs are from the UK. Did you read what Enigma had for supper? I'm going to call it supper. A sit-down in a fine restaurant. Dang.
But what I wanted to talk about was when I scrambled up all the clocks, because I wanted to completely lose track of time. Because there was this person on YouTube that did something...
called dinner? Okay.
He did something exactly like that, and I kind of liked it because it sounded like an interesting concept and a cool challenge. Because sometimes I'm kind of overwhelmed by the time. I say, it's already 3 o'clock and I haven't done a single darned thing. And just because of that, I don't feel like doing anything else because I feel like I failed the day already. But if I completely lose track of time, I can just say I just keep on working and working and working until I want to take a break. Okay. And it actually worked out pretty well, right? And it was also kind of, it just kind of left a lot of mystery, and I liked it. I liked that mystery. So it looks like that they are having a conversation in chat.
What's a council house?
I don't know.
What's a council house?
What is a council house?
You go to university?
Is that like, I'm guessing that it's like a courthouse or something? Maybe? Oh boy, it's government housing. I see. Okay, so they is it like a shelter? Like an emergency shelter? They're having a conversation with themselves. They're not having a conversation.
Yeah, and I don't understand any of it. Okay, anyway, so do I have to say, hey, boys, play nice?
They're playing nice.
Are they?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I don't feel like I'm a part of the conversation. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about losing track of time, and thank you for listening to me. Are you playing nice?
Can you tell that she's a teacher?
Are you playing nice?
Can you tell that she's a teacher of about
all I want to know.
25, 30 years? What's going on? Not in front of Mom.
Not in front of Mom. You don't fight in front of Mom.
I usually have a lot more energy,
I can't look away. I can't look away. Somebody might get hurt. What happens?
Like, I'm gonna have to cover
my eyes.
And
what happens when somebody gets hurt then? Huh? Then all the fun stops, doesn't it? Then all the fun has to come to a screeching halt.
Isn't that funny that on the internet it's just kind of like, it's so easy to get into a fight because I see what you did there, Trying, you're like, PUSSY doesn't work, so let me just do P space U. I see what you're doing.
Okay, so why is it that every time we stream, somebody's got to pick a fight? Why is that?
Born in the USA.
Hey.
I'm smart. Well, thank you. I am top of my class, number 1, highly ranked.
He is number 1.
I don't know why we had that moment of silence. I thought you were gonna pick me up or something. Okay, so they're DMing. Now you're calling out syphilis. Not a nice person. Oh boy.
Syphilis. Like he has a disease.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
You guys aren't playing nice, and I don't like that. Let's go back to talking about tiramisu and what you had for New Year's snacks and what you're studying at the university.
Yeah, what are you studying? Because I'd want to study something like computer science or film or something like that. That kind of relates to my TSA competition. If you don't know what TSA is, it's the Technology Student Association.
Are you guys at all computer junkies? Because I'm telling you, we could love to, confab on some ideas here.
But originally,
media, like as in, like news reporting, or media as in like YouTubing and filmmaking and things like that.
You study co-op. What's that? Cooperation or
a co-op is usually, I don't know.
Like covert operations.
I don't know. I'm feeling
that'd be interesting.
I'm feeling kind of dumb.
Oh come on! Why are you guys attacking each other? The food retail. Or so you study Tesco. Hey, Bradley Shaw 21. It's nice to see you in chat.
It's great to see you here.
It's UK banter. Okay, I see.
It's making me feel
all of them are from the same place, and we're like all these darn Americans here, and
don't understand what's going on. I think you guys are being mean to each other, and I want to tell you to stop it and to shake hands and just agree to disagree sometimes. I don't think that our world can agree to disagree anymore.
To be honest, what you're witnessing is the internet in a nutshell. Because the internet, when you can sit behind a profile, it's easy to say stuff. Like if I was sitting behind my own name and like exactly where I am and stuff like that, it would be a lot harder for me to share my opinions. Because when I'm Mind Tech, I can be the biggest nerd I want. I can do whatever I want, and it's pretty easy. So, gotcha. Thoughts on guns in the U.S.? I guess all we can say about that is people kill people. Guns don't kill people.
Yeah, no politics is right.
But yeah, we're not gonna.
Should guns and politics be the same thing? And that's my big question too. Anyway.
Don't talk shiz about Mind Tech and DMs. You're talking about shiz about me and DMs? Ah, you better stop it now.
What's a DM?
Direct message.
Oh.
Wait, when was the last time I told you?
3
days ago?
I don't know. Anyway.
He's
your integrity.
My integrity.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you, you don't know Mind Tech then.
Selfish is a bad mod. He's doing a good job.
Guys, I don't know. I'm ready to go. Okay?
Okay, okay. How about this?
I'm gonna go.
Don't go.
No, I've got a lot of work to do on my dragon.
Oh, please don't.
I've got
Don't go. Come on.
I'm not even following this. There's nothing that we can talk about.
See, don't upset Mom. Don't go, Mom.
I don't know what co-op is. I don't know why they're talking badly about you. And if this is the way that the internet is, then I don't want any part of it.
Let's stop, guys. They don't want you to leave. How about this? Let's have a conversation about our PC builds. What kind of PC builds do you have? Let's start with for Mama. What kind of computer do you have?
The one that you built me. Actually, you just reinstalled what you called that.
You have a laptop rig? Cool.
And I don't know. You put it all on our SSD. You put all of my stuff on
the thing was that
solid state drive.
Like 4 years ago, we bought this pre-built system, and it had Windows and everything. We upgraded from Windows 7 to Windows 8.1, and then from 8.1 to Windows 10, and through that, it went through the pre-built, a second motherboard, a third motherboard, and then a fourth motherboard. So we had 4 different major milestones of Windows on the same install, and it was all on a hard drive.
The computer that I have has a case that you painted and kind of decorated on your own. You kind of designed on your own. That's kind of cool.
That was like 2 or 3 years ago when I built the one that you're using right now. But it wasn't exactly that same motherboard, because the problem was that I was doing some rendering You can see the one that I have up here, but the other one, I can show you the case actually. I have it like literally right here. Hold on.
The case that you built? I thought that was downstairs.
I have the
Oh,
side
okay,
panel.
the side panel.
Look
Isn't
at this.
that cute?
Mm-hmm.
That's back when he was into Minecraft.
It was. Oh, it looks like someone was misbehaving. Thank you for the ban, Selfish Enigma. But yeah, this is the one that I built. This is kind of like a textured black. I was trying to fit the Minecrafter theme because that's what I was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Check DMs. Alright, let's see. Like DMs on Twitch? Do you not play? I sometimes play.
No, not really.
Actually, I'm kind of getting into it, actually.
Oh, have you again?
I can show you my world if you want.
We used to.
Yeah, we used to be big Minecrafters, but then I
Now
just...
we're
Okay,
Sims.
Discord.
Now we're Sims.
Uh-huh.
I am. I play The Sims.
I played The Sims also.
Well, yeah, but you're more of a
I just
Grand
don't...
Theft Auto.
I don't even play that a lot. Like, I don't have time to play games. I know that sounds really cliche, but I'd rather be spending my time either watching videos or editing videos.
Do you still play Minecraft? I thought that Minecraft was kind of a thing of the past.
Well, I guess it's
what
not...
What is CSGO?
Uh-oh. Let's see. Thank you.
Huge,
Thank you
isn't
so
it?
much.
Black Ops, yeah. Black Ops is a game that we played occasionally, but isn't that kind of a... We like those where you can free roam, and Black Ops always made you just do a straight mission. Or was that Battlefront? I can't remember, but I don't know. There was...
Cool.
The one that I really liked that nobody else, none of the men in my life ever wanted to play was the one with the pirate. The one with the pirate.
Oh, the Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. I always wanted them.
Yeah,
I always
she
wanted
does.
to know what that story was, and I never really.
She's the bigger gamer in this house. Like, if you look at her hours logged on Sims, it's much more than mine.
It's terrifying.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
CSGO, I have tried it once they made it free. So I downloaded it, and I did have a good time. I'm just not good at shooter games. And when I'm not good at something and it makes me mad, I just don't like to.
But
I don't like to do stuff that
you're
makes me
not,
mad.
Because you were, I don't know. I think you've got. I don't know. I think that you would be, but it just takes a lot of practice,
Mm-hmm.
a lot
Exactly.
of practice, and practice takes a lot of time, and that's time that. You know, when you play, when you sit down and say, I'm going to do a quick, I'm going to play a quick game, and then I'm going to, and it's like 2 hours later.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck, And then you've just got to push yourself away and say, I'm not doing this anymore. And that's,
You like
and that's
my
tough.
animals? These are the Christmas reindeer stuffies that we have.
That was when I was a baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, seriously? They're
Yeah.
old?
This
I
is
love
when you
them.
were a baby.
Look at that, I can put it on my shoulder.
Aww.
It's like a
but
little bird now.
Grandpa had a reindeer underneath his tree, so I wanted a reindeer. This one is not as old as this one. This one is fairly new, but I wanted one
This
that
one
would
is old.
stand. Yeah, this was your baby. It sat in your. It was. You carried it around. You were a baby.
I did.
Yeah, you were when you were a toddler.
Huh.
Reindeer. It's time to put Christmas away, though, isn't it? And that's really sad. And
I
kinda
say
hate that.
mid-January we can leave it up. Come on. Like, we were late to Christmas because of semester exams and a bunch of stress related to school.
I think a lot of people were late to Christmas. I don't
Yeah,
think anybody really wanted to do Christmas.
Oh yeah, I'm big into video. And check out my YouTube channel. Link down below. That's what got me into all of this stuff.
I want you all to say, hey, did you build that dragon, Mom? And then I want to say, yeah, yes I did.
It's awesome. This was just a mask that you bought though, but then you had to add to the jaw and you painted it all with fingernail polish. But the thing about videos is that yeah, he said epic dragon. See? Epic dragon.
Epic! Thank you!
Cool.
Finally, somebody says epic dragon.
12th day of Christmas, you take them down. That's just too early. Like I say, at least through New Year's, like, you just gotta enjoy that spirit,
Well, I don't know. We walked into the store the other day, and we've got Valentine's Day up.
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, well, think about it. It's about a month.
Well,
A little more than a month.
I understand that Christmas is done and over with, and I understand we're not going to have Christmas, but
Well, Valentine's is
I
the
mean,
next
do we just
holiday.
live for the next holiday? Is that what we have to do? The
Mhm.
next holiday, the next celebration, the next celebration. How many celebrations did the Greeks have? I remember when I was teaching Greek um, literature, I think that we talked in terms of they had more holidays than they did regular days. Was that it? You guys would know more about that than me.
I don't know. But I just finished shooting 2 videos. One is a tutorial on how to live stream, and the other one is a tutorial about how to use your iPad as a secondary display on your computer for absolutely free. So I think that once I get them uploaded, and it'll take a while, because I'm usually very meticulous with my editing. That's usually where a lot of the story comes through with me. Once I get that done, you should check it out, because I think that they'll be pretty cool videos.
Blue 15, why the 12th day of Christmas? On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. The 12th day of Christmas, isn't that before Christmas? Why the 12th day?
I know that it's kind of...
Syphilis, I did build the dragon. I'm a theater teacher, and I direct a one-act play and for junior high kids. And our one-act play has a very brief
Thank you for the
scene.
follow, Syphilis.
Thank you, Syphilis. And our one-act play has a very brief scene with the dragon. This little boy is, he's trying to save his grandpa's life. So he's trying to gather up all of the stars. And he's heard this legend that if you can kill the dragon that's in the sky, that's right next to the Big Dipper, then nothing bad will ever happen to anybody ever again on Earth. So he goes to kill this dragon. And so we have this very brief scene with the dragon. And I mean, like, I'm talking maybe 3 minutes on stage with this
Thank
thing.
you.
But it's very specific. They talk about a red head. They talk about a blue body. They talk about a silver, his tail has to be silver. So, I had, and then it's at least a 3-person dragon. Now mine is a 4-person dragon, so I think I need to make him shorter. But, so all of that work just for that. But just for that brief little dance on stage. But if you're going to have a battle with a dragon over, I guess, ending all suffering on Earth, it better be a pretty fantastic dragon, right? And then the stars are supposed to fall from the sky. I have no idea how I'm going to do that because it's a one-act play competition. So I don't get to mess with their lights at all. So I have no idea how to make, we don't have like a rain curtain or anything like that we can carry with us. So I got some twinkle fairy lights that I'm going to mess around with a little bit.
Thank you for the follow, Matt2HD, and thank you again, Brady Shaw21 for the follow.
So it's sad, the reality of most people's lives nowadays, people live for the weekends, the holidays, and they hate their jobs. Isn't that interesting? I actually do love my job.
And that's the thing, you can get a job that pays a lot of money, or maybe not even pays a lot of money, and it's just
absolutely hate it.
That's the thing. It's just you have to pick something that you're going to enjoy. Like, I could become a dentist and make a lot of money. I could do that, but I wouldn't really enjoy it.
Probably not.
But something like programming or teaching or something like that, I might really enjoy that. So I'd rather go that route.
Matt needs a job. Matt, do find something. I know that people will say, hey, I've heard that advice before, and it's true. But find something that you do really love, and then make that your job, and then you'll never work a day in your life. And
is it like just for a context? Have you gone through college and stuff like that, or is it just like a? I don't know.
What is your end goal? I mean, what is it that
my end goal
that you are really thinking about?
What do you mean?
Well, you've got a couple of options. You've got like 4 years. There's a high school that's really close by. Where
the Math and Science Academy.
It's a Math and Science Academy, but it's funded by a university, the university that's here in our state. It's our state university. And it will fund the entire 4 years of college if you maintain a 3.0 in their high school program. So that's kind of what he's considering. And that's why, because college costs money, and a lot of money, unfortunately. But if he can maintain a 3.0 at MSA, then he can end up, which he could do, then he can end up having 4 years of school, 4 years of college paid for. So he could end up with an associate's degree at the school that he's in right now, which he loves, or he could go to a different high school and end up with a bachelor's in, I guess, computer science. I'm assuming.
Completely paid, and
Completely paid.
like I'm a sophomore, I'm year 2 in high school right now, and I could have it done 2 years after high school, like a 4-year degree, 2 years out of high school, which is something really, really good to consider. It's just that like the TSA is one thing that is really keeping me to the school that I'm at right now, because it's a really good family, I guess.
Well,
And I don't want to leave those people, especially the teachers.
It's in this case, it's just like a scholarship or an incentive for staying in the college. They want to have students that work really hard, and it's a difficult process to get into this particular academy. To begin with, you have to be, it's not on the basis of athletics; it's on the basis of mathletics, I guess, or be mentally gifted and are academically gifted. Mm-hmm. And so, they're hoping for, the prestige, and the prestige only comes when you've got really great kids. So that's their hook. It's like, come to us and we'll pay for college. But with us, it's like there's one way to go to college, and that's on scholarship. Do they have scholarships in the UK?
What they were just saying is that maybe some sports scholarships. I know Lou Selfish is he makes a killer living doing this programming, doing this work, so he is not poor.
Not by any means.
And that's why I think he says that it's easy to make money, because to him, it's easy work.
To him, it's easy work,
and it's also something that he,
it's something that he enjoys.
But it's also kind of like Enigma. If you were in America, you probably wouldn't. Doing something like that in America is a lot tougher because of the taxes, because of all of this stuff that the government needs from you.
Well, I think that's how the UK funds its what is medical, that
it's like the national.
My brain just went blank. Yeah,
it's like
national
the NHS. That's what I was thinking.
NHS, yeah, national. And I think that's how they fund it, is like you have to pay so much in taxes, whether or not. National Health Trust.
I just remember that from when it got hacked with WannaCry. It was this horrible computer malware, ransomware back in the day.
Oh my
gosh. Hey Ashton Tay 101. How are ya?
Oh my word, did you make these? Oh, you're very proud. Okay.
Well, my dad just made onion rings. He tries all the time to get these right.
Yeah,
I think he might have just got them right.
Hi, Ashton.
Are you from the UK? Like, we have all of these. Lose the things.
I know. Thanks, Dad.
We have all of these people. Oh, everyone's from the UK.
We've got to try them, but my dragon.
We can't get stuff over your dragon. You want to, Ashton? Do you want to see her dragon? Look at her dragon. This is for a one-act play in high school. Look at that. Or middle school.
My Chinese dragon.
Isn't that cool?
We're going to try it first just to see if it's good. If it's not good,
I'm not going to give you too much, because I don't want you to have too much. But here you go. Here's a ring.
Oh, my word. There we go.
I wish that we had smell-o-vision, smell it. It smells really good. It smells like a restaurant.
This is not part of my resolution.
Hey, you're an actor? Well, that's cool.
You're an actor, Ashton? Are you do you understand when I say the one-act play competition? We call it the OAP.
Because it's a play in one act. So you don't have, you don't have that thing where they close the curtains and you go and have a session or whatever, and then they open the curtains up again.
And we have 3 adjudicators, each looking at, I think, a different thing, and then they make a decision. We only compete with 7 schools or 8 schools, and nobody, there's a first, a second, and a third place, but nobody, and then there's, levels of actors and support and things like that, but.
James Corden lived in the same village and went to the same school. See, that's something cool.
That is kind of cool.
That's something where you can go to a random live stream with a bunch of strangers and say, and awe them.
Freddie Fender lived just down the road from us, and
Didn't you have like the CEO of Gateway 2000
yeah, I taught
in your school?
Yeah, I did. I didn't teach him. He had graduated before I started as a teacher there. But yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Wow. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ashtini. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I teach with a man who lived, I think it's Mexico City. Where did Mr. A live? I think it was Mexico City.
I don't know.
I can't remember. But biggest fan. Tell me who he dated.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, because he dated somebody. Selma Hayek. He dated Selma Hayek in junior high school. He dated Selma Hayek.
Oh wow. I don't know who she is.
Selma Hayek, look it up.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna promote my Discord server.
So I teach with the man who dated Selma Hayek. Let's do that.
Where's my invite for this Discord server? Ugh.
Look it up, man. Look it up. Look her
Selma
up. Look her
Hayek.
up. Selma.
Hold on. I gotta get an invite. Invite people. All right. How are you a mod? I ask that question a lot of time. Also, I always ask it.
Refreshing. You mean the onion rings? They're delicious.
So it's.
But it is refreshing. Do you usually come onto Twitch to watch games?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not huge. I do play games.
And I think it's also that family friendly thing that's kind of refreshing, because it seems like every time, everywhere, whenever you go to a Twitch stream, there's just a lot of F-bombs and a lot of bad words. He considers you a gamer.
Oh, I'm not a gamer.
You get on your little like pink headphones and you go and play your little.
But there were a couple of people. Oh, how many months ago? Probably 3 or 4 months ago that dared me to play Fortnite for the first time. So I did. They said if we raise X number of dollars, I'll play Fortnite or something like that.
You didn't really like Fortnite,
they raised that much money. It was scary. And I understand the whole, I just wish that I wish that I would have created Fortnite. You know, when you take PUBG and Minecraft, 2 really successful games, and you put them together, you know, who would have thought? I just wish that would have been me, but.
Hold on 1 second. Selfish, could you get a link to my Discord server? I don't even know how to operate my own thing. I want you guys to chat with me when I'm offline, so that we can keep up this conversation, because it's a pleasant conversation.
Is it pleasant again? Thank you, boys.
You have anger issues, so this is nice.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
I like it when I hear that I can help someone, or we can help someone. That's just kind of your goal online, if you think about it.
You know, Ashton, I think that's I don't know. I just think that's part of just the stress of the world. Sometimes you've got to set things aside and just, I don't know, take a bubble bath.
Yeah, like I don't know why they think that this is my Discord link for some reason. It's not my link to Discord. That's just the generic Discord thing. I don't know why. But I know that I was steaming in anger when we started because nothing was working.
Matt, what have you been in recently? Are you active in your drama club, your local drama club, or have you been in any plays lately?
In a place? I know that theater is something that you kind of take for granted, because you see it all the time. You see acting all the time. Like, even here, it's kind of acting. Discord is broke. Okay. I was like, I must be doing something wrong, but apparently I'm not. Yes. Yes. I'm asking you. I think that you
Matt.
asked.
I thought Matt was the actor.
Ashton.
Matt, are you still here?
Or Ashton.
Are you the actor?
Okay, she asked the wrong person. Okay, it's okay. But
was that it? Matt was an actor?
No, Ashton was the actor.
Ashton was the actor. So, Ashton, have you been in something? I'm an actor. Have you been in something lately?
Cool.
What? Tell me about it.
Oh, he got the link working. Thank you for that, Selfish.
Enigma, you're a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you been in, Ashton? What lately?
But I know, talking about like acting, it's just something when you get to go and see it in person. It's like watching a concert, and I've never watched a concert, but I imagine that it's a lot more fulfilling and a lot more, instead of putting these on or listening to them coming out of a monodirectional
and it's right there in
diaphragm.
Front of you. It's right there in front of you, and I think that it's wild that it's live. And I think what's
more
wild
is always unique.
Kids don't have that link at all, that opportunity at all. And I can show them live theater on television, but it's just ridiculous. Musicals? Oh man, the last musical I did was way too long ago. The last musical
Happy Valley High.
Yeah, the last musical that we saw though was by the writer of Hamilton. It was called In the Heights, and it's the guy that wrote Hamilton
at the local university.
Yeah, he did In the Heights, and one of my former students was in the show, so I had to go see it, and it was just breathtaking. I love musicals. Musicals are just captivating.
I remember some things from Happy Valley High, like the lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Ba-dum, bum, bum. That was a fun play. I remember the roller skate. I don't remember like the play itself, but I just remember a lot of fun times.
It is a lot of time. It's very time consuming. And when you're talking, like I have a co-director who decided that we only needed about 2 months to do this
She's
show.
not in theater, can you tell?
Oh my gosh, it's just so stressful trying to get... Our show is in January the 25th, and we're not even back in school yet. So I haven't been rehearsing with my kids, and it's really scary. It's really terrifying, in fact, to think that our show is this close, and they haven't done the show in 2 weeks. They haven't performed together in 2 weeks. And I'm just getting the dragon done, and they've got to dance with that dragon. They've got to do a Chinese... I don't know how it's going to work out, but it will work out. Everything, the show must go on, right? There's so much that you learn from theater, I think. Also, like anger management, right? You can vouch for that.
Pantomime is like those. It isn't exactly. It's acting without words.
Right.
So it's your facial expressions, it's your gestures, it's everything in kind of a culmination that tells the audience what's going on.
Then? Was your pantomime was a competition?
Oh, you mean like, is it a different kind of pantomime, like a... Explain.
You haven't... No, he says you know what pantomime is. Incorrect.
Okay. Explain. We gotta know what the pantomime is. Because I know...
Anyway.
Hold on, let's see. But I know that we do... What I like about theater class...
Oh, it's popular. Okay. We do... What's popular here is that, like that Whose Line Is It Anyway? If you're familiar at all with that. And that we call improvisation. That's what we call improvisation.
But I know what I like about theater classes. We get to do that. Plus we get to do improv games. Plus we get to put on 2 plays. Which is... It's a lot. But it's funny. Oh, it's a comedy at Christmas. Oh.
Okay.
See, there's... Like... Here, pantomime is just like the act of acting without words. It's like what a mime does. But I know that, well, it isn't at Christmas. So.
I gotta have another,
Those are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's see. Because I know that, like, we study pantomime. I think that we might just have different definitions. Let's see. Pantomime. It is a type of musical comedy stage production designed for family entertainment. It was developed in England and is performed throughout the United Kingdom, Ireland, and other English-speaking countries during the Christmas and New Year season.
Oh, I didn't know that. Ours is like mime versus pantomime. It's like miming is still... obviously it's silent, but we just take pantomime as that using your body to express whatever it is that you need. So I do that for roughly 4 weeks. We do a 4-week unit where they can't say anything at all, but they have to walk, and then on certain surfaces, they have to walk against a heavy wind, or they have to walk in knee-deep water, or on really hot sand. always something stuck in your foot. And then I throw like music in the background, so they have to use the music to set the mood, and then they have to express whatever the music is telling them. Like, am I in love? Have I just had my breath taken away? Is somebody chasing me? Am I about to die? Music like that.
And sometimes she has to. Like, if a kid doesn't show, she has to get the script and get right in there, and that doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah,
but
I don't like doing that because it's
the kid's grade.
I know that I came on stream about 4 days ago, right as I was starting my Chinese dragon, and I was so frustrated because I didn't know where to start, and a lot of the advice that came to me was, well, this is a kid's show, so the kids really should be doing it, and I agree with that, and so I like to try to be as hands off as I can possibly be, but I do have, small. I teach junior high, so I do have like
really small,
12, 13, 14-year-old kiddos.
11.
13-year-old, I guess, is the maximum age for me, and some are 11. And so I really do, coach them more than anything, and direct them more than anything. But I like to make it, their show.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes that's not possible. Sometimes I have to help with the costumes. Sometimes I have to help with the set. Sometimes I have to help build a dragon in this case. So, but it is fun, and I love being a theater teacher. I love the idea, even though theater is the place in schools, especially in the U.S., is the place where you put the kids that you don't know what to do with. As a counselor, it's like, let me see. Theater. Let me just throw you in theater because the kid doesn't want to be there. He doesn't like theater, but hey,
it's a life skill.
Anybody can do theater, right? Mm-hmm. And it's really trying, but it's really interesting because those are the kids, I think, that the ones that don't want to do it are the ones that fall in love with it the most. I think so. And it's interesting. I think theater is such a microcosm for life. Well, because it is. I mean, that's what Aristotle in Poetics kind of defined it as. A character is the sum total of his or her behaviors, and our job as an actor is to, explain to the audience, let the audience know in no words at all who I am, why I'm here, and what my purpose is. So, I think that it's interesting. I even start with almost psychology at the beginning of every year, so that the kids become very familiar with how to profile even themselves and what their own behavior renders them to be. But Ashton, we're having such a one-sided conversation now. I don't know what happened to all of our other folks.
I don't know. What is the worst thing that has ever happened to you in a show?
In a show, the absolute worst thing that ever happened to me was that I had one girl who desperately wanted this part to the point where she manipulated everybody in her class.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
No, it's not your fault. Into her getting that one. I just wondered if everybody else was like, are we talking about acting? But I can talk about acting all night long. Mm-hmm. But she manipulated everybody in the class into her getting just that one part. Beat that girl is what I wanted to do, I tell you. So she got the part that she wanted, but then she was too embarrassed to really play this part. I can't remember, she was some girl that had to walk into this saloon in the 1800s in the Wild Wild West, somewhere in America, and she had to blow the place up. She had to say, give me the diamonds or whatever it was that somebody took, or I'm going to blow you all up. And she had dynamite packed to her waist, like a suicide bomber. And the part was huge. I mean, it was a small part, but it was supposed to be played bigger than life. I mean, huge. And she would just never get there, and it's really frustrating as a director to try to pull that out of the kids, but she just was so embarrassed that she never wanted to get there, and it was so frustrating because she begged for this part. She manipulated everybody into giving her this part, and then she didn't want to play the part. So on the night of the show, or the day before, the handful of days before, she had told her friends, I'm not even showing up. Well, it's their final exam, and if she's not there, then who's supposed to do that part? So they were really frustrated with her, and she showed up that night, and I thought, everything is going to be fine. And she wouldn't get into costume. She won't get into costume. So we finally got her into costume, and I thought, everything is going to be fine. And then it came the time in the show, and of course I dismiss myself. I say break a leg, and I leave. I go to the back of the auditorium, and my job then is a teacher. I'm there to grade. I'm not directing anymore at all. And nothing happened. She did not come out on stage. Nothing happened. So it took about 3 minutes for me to say, okay, well maybe, and the audience was starting to get, really antsy, and they were turning and looking at me like, can we go on with, what's happened here? You couldn't move forward because nobody can improvise that part. There's just nothing. There's nothing you can do to make that show go forward.
So it's 3 minutes of silence.
She had to be there. Well, I don't know. It felt like an eternity. So I, of course, went up onto the stage and into the wings, and I tried to coax her into going onto stage, and she was just absolutely not. I will not go. I will not go. I refuse to go. Just as stubborn as she could possibly be. Yeah, she ruined the play for all of her friends. And she was as stubborn as she could be. So then I had to go onto stage to do her part, because the play couldn't go forward without it, and it couldn't end without somebody being there in her stead, and there was nobody else. So I went on, and of course I didn't have a script with me, and I didn't know what her lines were. I had no idea. So I had somebody following me around on stage, whispering in my ear what I was supposed to say next, and I kind of faked a little blocking, thinking that maybe this is what I had told the girl to do before. And we muddled through the rest of the play. I mean, we limped through the rest of the play. And of course the audience was like, oh yeah, you were wonderful, yes. And I wasn't. I know I wasn't. But nobody knows what happened to that girl. I mean, they were the best of friends, and then this is their 8th grade year where they go off into different schools in our district, and she went to one school and didn't have anybody there, so then she left the school that would be friends with her, because it's a huge betrayal. I mean, when you're in a theater class, when you're in a troupe, you put all of your trust in each other to be there for each other. And when she refused because she was like, I'm just being selfish, or I'm just being, very, egocentric. I don't know what she was, but she was just very. And then so she lasted about a semester in our district, and then she went back to what we call our home schools, because our district is a magnet school. She went back to her home school, and then they were like, nobody knows. They think that she dropped out because nobody really trusted her after that. Nobody really wanted to befriend her after that. So that wasn't just heartbreaking for me as a director. It was so much less heartbreaking for me as a director, or embarrassing for me as a director, but for the, whatever trust it is that you build for an entire 180 days or 189 days, however long a semester of school, or a year of school lasts, into that troupe, to get to that one moment, which is what you work for the entire year, and then to have somebody ruin it for you like that because of selfishness. It was really, in front of a moving train is right. Yeah, hey. But it was way too much. But
it's nice to see you,
lad.
I recognize your name.
You haven't been here in ages.
I know.
Why is that?
I know.
Why is that? Do you have a New Year's resolution?
Hey, Big Papel, I think I recognize you also.
+1, huh?
+1. I think that he's +1ing that comment.
+1.
So Ashley's
your costume broke. Oh my gosh! And you threw someone across the stage. Yikes! Yeah. Those costume malfunctions are the worst. They're absolutely the worst, dude. You gotta learn how to improv well, don't you? But.
That's why you always have
resolutions? We want to know what your resolutions are. Or do you still have them? Or did you even make one? Does anyone make resolutions anymore? I made a resolution. I'm going to tell you what my resolution was.
Okay. Make your dogs less fat?
Yeah, my resolution was to make my dog healthier. And I wish my dog were up here right now, because he hasn't lost any weight, but I'd like to show you just how horrible I've been to my puppy.
You were a banzer? Hold on, let me check it out. Oh gosh, what did I just do? I almost ate my stick.
Oh my.
Hold on, let's see. Let's go and... Hold on.
Ebenezer.
Okay.
I wonder what you were looking up. I was like, what? And then I finally started reading. Less aggressive.
I don't believe in them. If I want to change something, why wait until the new year?
Oh, I love that. That's such a great thing. But I think that it's traditional to say, hey, it's going to be on the new year. But then you know what? People do wait. Hey, you know what? I'll start that diet.
I guess it's just a milestone.
Yeah.
And that milestone is just, although it's nothing that significant. Oh, let's see. Nice.
Oh, he was an Ebenezer.
Mhm.
I got that wrong altogether. And Abanazar. Aladdin. Okay.
And I can
Yikes.
also see how easy it
So
would be to
what
trip on that.
what happened to the costume? How did it malfunction?
I bet that because there's a lot of robes on that. Hold on, let's see.
Oh wow.
Let's see. Hold on. Ah, I think that
I can imagine.
I think okay, my desktop. Oh, hey. Why are you looking at this?
Tiramisu.
I don't want you to look at that. Look at that. There you go.
There we go. Okay, which one was it?
Hold on 1 second. Who's your favorite
My
actor, actress?
Favorite? Oh my word. That would be so much easier if you would ask me my favorite Disney characters, but my favorite actor or actress? Wow.
Oh wait, last time we were on a laptop and sitting on a sofa. When was the last time you streamed like that?
Sitting on a sofa.
I cannot. Okay, scroll down. All right.
Scrolling down. I'm still thinking, Big Papa. Oh my word. This is,
I know
it's
that.
really difficult.
Yeah, we have.
It's really difficult.
I know. But we have upgraded a lot, the Green Clad, haven't we? Now we're in the studio, and I like it here because it gives me a lot more control over what I can do with the stream, and I'm really a big control freak in that sense. But I guess for me, middle two actress. Let's see. Este? I don't know. He's going crazy with his
cornmeal and breadcrumbs.
He's going crazy with his whatchamacallit.
Just the
You like
cornmeal?
Tom Hardy?
Thank you.
And cool. I don't really have a favorite, to be honest. I don't watch a lot of stuff like that. I want to watch more like plays and in live action, like I was talking about, but above the text. All right, let's see. Oh jeez. I do not know which one you're talking about, but I can get a general idea of what your character kind of looked like. Hold on. There you go. Something like this. I don't know. But yeah, it's just I don't really watch a lot of television or movies. I don't really. I know. You're like, I just gotta give up on this kid. I can't believe they.
I'm like, yeah. There you go.
That's what she feels like all the time.
Anyway,
seriously, that's what she feels like all the time.
I don't know. I've been.
Yeah, the hat came
We've
off.
been watching.
Oh boy.
Little segments of Les Mis because we've been talking about character and character development. So we've been watching little segments of Les Mis, from the 2012, from the Hollywood 2012. So
wasn't it like Les Miss Reles or something? That seems like a cool production.
Reles? What are you talking about?
So your hat came off and then the inner robe came off.
Oh, yikes. Oh my gosh. Where were you? Middle checks like this one?
I think so, something like that.
Oh my word. So the hat was wrapped clear up around like this? How do you improv through something like that? That would be wild. Anyway, I'm trying to think of my favorite actor. It's my the one that I'm thinking of right now that I think impacted the most. Does this work? Does this work?
No, it doesn't.
Will you type in Lainey's? The one who played. Oh my gosh, there it is.
I don't know why
I
don't know why that's in my room.
Wow.
But it is in there. It
Will you
isn't
type in
improv.
Lainey's?
It's scripted. Oh, I see.
But
That's an interesting.
how do you get through something like that when your hat falls off and your inner
because
robe comes
it's
out?
blocked and
Will you
everything.
please type in what I've asked you to type in?
What do you want me to type in?
Les Mis 2012.
I don't know how to spell that.
LES MIS. There we go. 2012.
Hold on. Alright. You can use this mouse to navigate.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
But I guess if it's scripted, then you blocked it, so you're used to what's going on.
What is her name? I'm trying to find her name.
And I've heard the music from that production though, because you showed it to
What
to
is
me.
this? Why is it popping up here? I don't want it to pop up there.
Oh jeez.
Anyway, I don't know. I guess it's not Hugh.
I don't even know.
Why can't I remember her name? And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking.
I don't know what's going on.
Anyway, okay. So Les Mis has been one of my favorites for like forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it. Would you get rid of this, please?
What?
I don't want it there. I don't want it there.
What's wrong? Are you trying to control the stream now?
No, I'm not. I didn't realize that you had something that was over here that was going to pop up over here. Anyway.
All right.
More about us.
Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Holy Moses. Why is my brain not even working? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she was amazing, I think, in the movie. And of course I had to show her
Anthony Hopkins, that's Selfish's favorite actor. Let's see how inappropriate
Anthony.
it is.
No, Anthony, he's wonderful.
Oh.
Yes.
I totally just I made a horrible sweeping generalization about that actor just based on.
And then who was the one that was also in Les Mis, that was also in like Gladiator and all of those? Big Papel. I remember Big Papel now.
Big Papel.
I do.
You have a big papel.
I do. I don't know. I guess I'm not a big, we don't really go to the movies anymore. We don't really do things like that. And even back in the day, I don't think I had one single actor that I really looked up to. But I did have shows that I absolutely loved. Like, I remember falling in love with Grease. Oh my gosh. I remember being the biggest Grease fanatic forever and a day. And every song was just, and I would have dreams about. And then I did Grease. And then one of the shows that I did was Grease.
I saw a floppy disk with Grease on it. I remember. So,
I
you
did
had all your
Grease.
sound effects.
It was
horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Why?
What I loved about it was that I was able to, because now musicals tend to be, get the cassette and play it with the cassette. And then they're like, do the junior show version, or, things like that. Like, just do Shrek, but do the Shrek Junior
Do
version, or
the
something
gay
like
Shrek.
that. So it's easier or whatever. And I don't like that, because musicals to me have to be like big number productions. Like, I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a kite on the 4th of July.
I see a little silhouette of a man.
No, it's not a musical. Well, I guess it was, but
no, it wasn't. I guess it could be though.
Sarah Wayne Callis.
Sarah Wayne Callis.
Sarah Wayne.
All right, let's see. Actress. It's not a
the gay Shrek. Okay, Ashton. No, there's a sister school. There was a director that we had that did Shrek.
Shrek wasn't gay. It was the donkey.
Handful of years ago, but they I don't know. They just, I guess it was because they were playing this for a high school audience, or mainly a high school audience. But the donkey and Shrek seemed to have some chemistry happening, and so everybody, when the show was done, they took our entire middle school to see this show at the high school level, and everyone that was in my theater class then asked me, is that something that you could do? Did Hollywood want because I thought that the donkey was supposed to fall in love with the dragon, and then Shrek was supposed to fall in love with, and I'm like, so why would they make them? And I'm like, I can't answer that question for you. I don't know, but it sure did seem like that was the intent there, that there was chemistry between the two of them, that wasn't just friendly, It wasn't just best buddies, So I don't know. That's where he got gay Shrek from. But
if you'd like to know all the rundown on me, I am into computers a lot. I like video production. I like doing stuff like this. Let's see, what else do I like? I'm
You
big
love
in
to
school.
study. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you love to study.
Well, I
you
don't.
love learning for the sake of
I
learning.
love learning, and I love, I guess, that process of school. I'm scared of school, and sometimes it's intimidating, but I still love it. It interests me.
Here's
Um,
here's a question that I have.
I'm big into the Technology Student Association. I'm an officer there. I do all of their bookkeeping and all of their treasury stuff because I am the treasurer. I want to run for a state
Good that
office.
he's doing all the treasury stuff when he is the treasurer.
I want to do this competition where I get to make a video. Usually I do the website competition, but I think that's just too big of undertaking with not enough time because I started it. Well, it's too late to start it already because it's in February and it's January
It was
already.
hard to explain in a class of 12-year-olds, but my 12-year-olds are very worldly. Well, not my 12. I think all 12-year-olds are very worldly now. But I mean, they picked
internet.
up on it. They picked up on it.
Thank you, Mr.
But
Al Gore.
what they wanted to know was that something that a director could choose to do? Was that something that he could choose to do? Because they just truly believed that they had just free ability to do something like that. But.
Everyone is a snowflake these days, getting offended over everything.
You said you're singing my song, Enigma.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish that people would. We can't make jokes anymore.
I'm offended.
We can't laugh anymore without offending somebody, and then
I know.
And then it feels really bad that we can't say, because it got to a point where, and I even did it in school. I would say, anything that you say followed by "I'm just joking," I contend is the absolute truth. Whatever you say followed by "I'm just joking."
Or if you started
so
with,
truth,
no offense,
no
but
offense, but yeah, things like that. So
offense taken. All right, go back to 2005 when you could make fun of a minority and everyone laughed.
Well, or anything and everybody would laugh. We had this conversation I think the other day when somebody on a television show at some renovation show made some comment about leave it to a man or something like that. And in our household we kind of took offense to that because there are a lot of things that I leave to a man to be done. Because he does them better than I do. That's just the way that it is. He has a different skill set than I do. And it's really difficult when somebody makes a sweeping generalization and people get angry. But then, could she have been joking? Well, yeah, of course she could have been joking, but we just don't take things that way anymore. We just instantly get offended, and I think that's...
Mm-hmm. And I guess that the only thing for me is I need to know that it is a joke. And when I can sense that it's a joke, maybe I don't, maybe, like, the stuff that Enigma's talking about, I probably wouldn't find that stuff funny. But if I could recognize that it's a joke, I'm not gonna, no. Yeah,
it's a joke. I get it. Yeah, it's a joke.
But if you don't know it's a joke, though,
it's hard. It is hard. And there are lines that I think that are far too easily crossed nowadays. They're far too easily crossed, and I think that we just have to be very, very careful. I think. I don't know.
We have to be good human beings.
It's frustrating, but it was difficult. Anyway, I had a question that I wanted to ask, and now I've forgotten.
I don't know why I'm streaming in 1080 60 when I don't even have a 1080p stream right here. Does that make any sense to Val? No. Well, guys, I know that we had this conversation about jokes earlier, how it just has to be, something that people recognize, and you have to be understanding, and you also, like Ashton, you said, you need to make sure that you're not crossing that line, and I guess that it has to be defined with your audience, I think. And on the internet, your audience is everyone. So that really leaves it to where people can easily be offended because something that's targeted at Mr. Enigma or people like Selfish Enigma, that would offend someone else. It's going to make him laugh, and it'll make other people like him laugh, but somebody else is going to be like, the heck? Cross all the lines, joke.
Thank you. I agree with you. Yeah, we need to be careful not to cross the lines. We do. But I do think that people need to understand that things are taken in context as they should be in context. Anyway, so here's my big question. I just finished reading The Great Gatsby last night for the second time in my lifetime. The first time was when I had to read it in high school.
And you didn't like it, did you?
And I didn't like it. So why is it when I read it in high school, when I was made to read it in high school, and I was
Because you were made to read it.
I was supposed to understand what it was all about, and I was supposed to enjoy it, and I was supposed to fall in love with this fabulous love story, blah, blah, blah. That I didn't like it, but why did I like it when I read it on my own? Why was that?
Oh, jeez. Yes, I all allow that.
What's a cuckold?
I don't know. Don't
Look it
say
up.
it. It's no. Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
up.
Don't look it up. Okay. I don't even know what it is, but
Okay.
I know that like CUCK is like
No, I don't
COCK
think
and
that's what it is.
that's
I think
like
he meant like
DICK
whipped.
and
I think he meant whipped because he was like
you got censored by mods.
he was love
I did.
struck.
I did not censor you.
Major love struck.
I know the auto mod blocked you, and it looks like you added. Apparently, that is a bad word. Let's look it up. Is the husband of an adulterous wife. In evolutionary
She
biology, the
wasn't-
term
no, he
also
wasn't
applied
a
to males
husband.
that are unwittingly investing parental effort in offspring that are not genetically their own.
No, that wasn't Gatsby at all. He was the great Gatsby. But anyway, so why is that?
And to press accept. I pressed accept. I don't know why you vetoed that. Jeez, this is like the United States government in here.
Oh, no, that wasn't.
That's a joke, okay?
That wasn't Gatsby, but even Daisy's husband was off doing extramarital things with everybody. But when Daisy decided that she had rekindled this relationship that of this man that was the love of her life, X number of years later, then her husband was very offended, you know. So, but it was the Roaring 20s in America, I guess. I don't know.
It's almost about to be the 20s. Okay.
The Roaring 20s, 1920s. But anyway, so why did I like the story the second time, but didn't like it the first? And he has to read it in about probably about a month, in a week. Okay,
no,
you're gonna start it right away.
We need
So I don't want to spoil it, but you know, it was interesting, and then you know, in the end was just so
amazing,
heartbreaking.
Oh no! Don't be heartbreaking, no.
And I loved it, you know, and I think that if I would have had the opportunity when I taught English to actually teach The Great Gatsby or read The Great Gatsby, which I never chose to do. I always chose to read like well, I never chose to read it. The curriculum was always written. Yeah, the curriculum was always written for me. So I was like, To Kill a Mockingbird. I was
what did
Romeo
you
and Juliet.
Julius Caesar.
I was Julius Caesar. I was A Separate Piece. John Knowles' A Separate Piece. I was what was my novel?
Blood Brothers.
I can't remember. But
Let's see, Leonardo DiCaprio played Gatsby in the movie. Blood Brothers is my favorite. All-time favorite.
It?
Cool.
Blood Brothers. Leonardo DiCaprio was the Great Gatsby. So you're talking about Leonardo? I was forced to read To Kill a Mockingbird. I hated it. But when you read it on your own, you enjoyed it. I know. I did too. Why is that? You know, the one that I absolutely hated reading. And I don't even want to pick it up now. And I don't even want to think about it. Was when I oh my God, what was it? Great Expectations. I was forced to read Great Expectations when I was a freshman in high school. And I still say forced. English? And I loved my English class, and I loved my English teacher, and I wanted so much to love the book.
But you didn't.
But I didn't. Oh, Of Mice and Men, that was the other one, and I really liked it.
I like that one.
Steinbeck, I think I always enjoyed Steinbeck. I mean, okay, The Old Man and the Sea was just a little, okay, get to shore.
It was funny.
Get to shore. But
it was not funny.
The Pearl.
I had to read that on my own. I was just like,
funny, huh? It was.
But George, what about the rabbits?
What about the? That's it. Oh, spoiler alert! Sorry, if you've never read Of Mice and Men, sorry. No. Oh goodness. Okay.
Oh, that's
and
not
then
good.
Another one of my absolute favorites was The Red Badge of Courage
that I actually enjoyed reading when I was reading it. I really liked The Red Badge of
Oh,
Courage.
no, did you?
But I didn't like Lord of the Flies.
Have
But then
you-
when I read it a second time, I really liked Lord of the Flies. Anyway.
Ashley, have you?
No.
You didn't. Oh no.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I
I'm
remember.
sorry.
Okay, there was this book, and
It was a heartbreaking ending too. Don't listen to the other guys tell you it was funny.
there was this book where the character, and it was a summer reading, so everyone had to read it. The character that's my name. There's a character that was my name. He died.
Mindtech?
There's a character named Mindtech, and in the book, Mindtech died. But what happened? Whoa. No, Nightbot, you stupid! You're stupid, Nightbot! Oh gosh, why would he do that? Okay, don't worry about that.
Holes. Holes was a good one too. The Inspector Calls. That was pretty amazing, huh? I've never read The Inspector Calls. Is it called The Inspector Calls?
No, but what? It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not. You did not. I didn't even see your message, so I don't know. But what happened was that he died, but I hadn't gotten to that part in the book yet. So when I went to this summer convention, this New Scholar Academy,
Will you type in The Inspector Calls or Inspector Calls? It's a play.
But when I went to the New Scholar Academy, they said, "Oh, you're the person that died in the book," and I kind of went silent, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Oh. Oh, what novel were they reading? Not that.
yeah.
Not that.
I'm not
that.
gonna.
The Inspector Calls. Or Inspector Calls.
I loved the script as well. It's a play/movie. I need to look at chat. I'm sorry.
You go ahead and roll forward, and I'll
Alright.
go ahead and roll backward. That sounds great.
Okay. Now I'm getting all up close and personal. Did you know that I had this mic on my desk? You know, I'm weird, aren't I? Alright. Thank you. It's a play. My bot is like that. Oh, you stream? Cool. I know. And I bought it. I don't even know what happens.
It's a play and a movie, huh?
It's a play and a movie. I don't know. I have never heard of it. I have never heard of half of these things. About what? Because I will give you an opinion. As long as you agree to disagree with me, and that goes for all of you. Not often, but yeah. I know that, like on the internet, people don't agree to disagree, and it's just hard, isn't it? It's just hard. Some ASMR.
So, an inspector, I'll have to look that up. An Inspector Calls, I'll have to look that up because, of course, you know I do plays.
So the 1954 movie is better than the 2015 one. Is that like how Romeo and Juliet wins the pooper? That movie? I heard that the 1996 was horrible.
Okay. So I may have to look that up. Anyway, blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah. Okay.
So, I moved them over, so now I can't tell you which is which, but Dad wanted you to try which of these two is the better. It's gonna make my tummy hurt.
I
so
forgot
I can't
about
have
that
any
cheese.
more. Yeah.
You know what
So
happened?
you're gonna have to eat these, 'cause
So your friend eats big blocks of cheese. I don't like cheese.
you don't like cheese, but I do.
Brexit. Brexit, Brexit, Brexit. Brexit means Brexit. Britain's exiting.
They're not anymore. That's what I heard, huh? Is that good with y'all?
I know
No,
that.
no politics. I don't want to talk about it. I already know your opinion.
My opinion about it, I don't really have one. I know that I think that Britain needs to stand for themselves, I guess. So
Oh, Lord.
if
You want to leave Britain now, huh?
I guess if it means that Britain is more independent and they have more control over their people and that's what the people want. If that's what the people want, then go ahead. And if that's not what the people want, I don't know.
Our president today said that our country could be shut down for an entire year. He doesn't care.
Is that
Our government. Yeah.
okay? I heard from some random place. I'm not sure. Is that illegal? Or can you have the government shut down for as long as you want? All is good and people are silly. It makes no difference, no matter the outcome. People make it out like it's huge. I wanted to stay, but if we go, then we gotta go. I guess. Our Prime Minister is just a dumb B-I-T-C-H. Nobody will die, so it's okay. I guess, if you think about it like that.
It's not Stilton. I can't afford expensive things. It's just pepper jack.
We bought a Keurig.
We did. We bought a Keurig
That's
today.
an expensive thing.
We didn't buy a Keurig today.
And look at what I'm wearing.
For Christmas.
It's an Apple Watch.
Yeah, an Apple Watch. Bought a Keurig for Christmas, and I'm telling you, I never thought that I would want to make one cup of coffee at a time.
Or tea.
But I love making one cup of coffee at a time. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And I want to get a second one.
No.
Yes, I do. I want to get a second one. Ooh, what is this doing here?
I don't know. You're crazy. We can't afford that. I want a second computer, though. Just kidding. I built a second computer, which I told you about. It's pretty cool. Do you want it in the bedroom?
Your computer?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
We could probably play The Sims on it.
That's how we watch television. Through our computers.
Well, through our streaming sticks.
We don't have our cable or anything like that. But don't talk to us about high-speed internet connections and stuff like that, because we don't have anything to
You know, I told because I was doing that challenge about the time today, and I told my friend, I'm doing this time challenge, so don't tell me what time it is. You know what? He replied back, the time. It's like when I say, don't look at me! Don't look at me!
We do. We have Amazon Prime, but the one I think that we watch the most is Hulu.
Just because we don't watch Netflix anymore. There isn't really anything that interests us on Netflix. And the company doesn't really interest us either, do they?
I do like to make my Sims attractive. Isn't that ridiculous? But what I've been trying to do lately is my Sims they're just kind of normal, everyday people. But I always make them, like, geeky. I always make them really
successful and really good people.
Those mental things. And then I just really make them into really good people. But I don't get them jobs. And I have them move into the city. And I make them go to all of the, where the posters are, and they collect posters. And they collect posters twice a day, and they sell their posters, because they can make more money right away selling posters than they can, like, selling books. And so they recap a ton of money just selling posters, and in this time, then, they're either programming or writing or doing both. But now we got, Get Famous.
Oh yeah. So now
we
we're all
good. Get Famous.
We got to get famous, don't we?
We got to Get Famous.
Look at the
so
difference
now
between these bands. Do you see the difference? This one is getting all yucky, isn't it? Which one would you prefer?
Well, it's a new one. This one has all of your body oil on it.
I need to wash it, don't I?
Yuck. Anyway. So that's how my Sims do their things, and then I don't let my Sims age.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that sad? And then just
because
recently,
we have to make a lineage. That's the thing.
Yeah. So just recently, I said I'm done with this whole. I'm really sad, and my Sims I really don't want my Sims to grow old, but because I want them to get all of everything that they can possibly get. So I went for the aspiration of family, and I'm like lineage all the way. But then we also got, because it was on sale, vampires. And now there's like an aspiration to have my big happy vampire family. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not cool with that. I don't know why, but I'm like, I don't know why I wanted vampires. Now I'm scared. I'm scared to go out at night.
I know that there's like this one guy always texts me and is like, your neck looks yummy tonight.
Yeah, it's really, I'm really scared about vampires in my Sims game now. And I used to be afraid that, they're going to go take the garbage outside and they're going to get abducted by an alien. And my guy has gotten abducted by an alien twice and ended up pregnant twice. So now I have 2 alien boys at home and 2 human girls at home in my one big happy family. So
the Van Goths. Could you move that light? Oh, which one? Oh, that one. I see. I know, it's just kind of... Some of these things, like, I'm not used to having a bunch of people in here. So some of these things are kind of like, I don't really watch Mystery Back. Nah, disco vibes. Disco. Staying alive. Staying alive. Okay, I'll stop. Alright, so it annoyed me that The Sims 4 the aliens are forced in. I see. Because isn't that like something part of the base game also? Like it's not a default. It is a default feature. The thing with that is, like you're saying, then you just have random alien babies, and nobody likes alien babies unless you do.
No, I adore my little alien babies. I mean, I'm okay at least with my
I
little
know.
alien babies, but I didn't want to start a family. I wanted them to get famous, you know? I wanted them to get famous, and when
I say get
because
famous.
we just got get
Find
famous,
your love.
you know, I wanted them to get famous, but now suddenly I have this man that's pregnant with an alien baby.
I say get famous, find your love, spend a lot of time on that, and then go and get a big, huge, happy family, and then keep on playing those Sims. Don't create new Sims. Just
yeah, but
keep on
my
playing.
one Sim that is actually famous is
Okay.
Bet Garrison. Bet Garrison, and she's got music aspirations, and she's
Ew.
she's a famous Sim, like she's a proper star in my Sims game. But she met Don, what is his name? Bofano? I don't know. The kind of the gigolo kind of guy that lived with the Calientes, you know, Don. Okay, he's that Sim. I don't know if that's just an American Sim thing or if that's like a Sim thing. But she met him and they moved in together and he was like madly in love with Bet, but one of his things is that he's non-committal and he's got to change everything all of the time.
Seriously?
So yeah, so
Does he?
they've been living together, but they've never consummated any relationship yet because he's non-committal, and I don't want him to end up breaking her heart. And now she's a proper star, and he's like a 4-star or a 3-star. I don't know. He's one below Bet, and I don't know.
Is she a
know.
global celebrity?
She's a global celebrity, but I don't want them to break up because then I'm afraid it's going to be scandalous. So I stopped playing them.
What music do you like?
I gotta go for the classics. I gotta go for the 80s, the 90s. I gotta go for, you know, even some really strange ones that you'd find really strange. One of my favorite bands when I was a teenager was Metallica. Classically trained. Yeah, classically trained.
I
really like Metallica.
I don't really listen to them a lot.
I like The Church. I like some country.
The music stuff that I like is basically the music stuff that you used to play.
The 70s. The 70s.
Like anything that I can find on these tapes usually.
Captain and Tennille just passed away. The Captain.
Would you rather drown or be buried alive?
Candlelight.
I'd probably rather drown because it would be like drinking water, I guess. I don't know. Being buried alive, you'd just be trapped, and you'd feel like you can get out, but you couldn't. But being drowned is more like, although you'd still feel trapped, I think you'd feel a bit more free because you could move around.
So every summer, my family always went fishing for one of their vacations because my grandparents owned a couple of cabins up by this lake called Lake Okoboji. And so we would go fishing for a week.
Usually, I think that's the retro.
Cabin. And I remember when I was maybe 9, maybe 10, somewhere around that age, 9, 10, 11, having this horrible nightmare. My father worked in, he was a farmer, and then he worked in a packing house. So he was always like up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And my mom would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and make breakfast for him. And then she would send him off to work, and then she'd come back to bed. And this was like the day before we were getting ready to leave. And I remember having this nightmare of swimming in the lake or being on the lake, and it was frozen, a frozen lake, and I fell through.
Oh no.
And I remember this dream horribly because I could make it up to the top and in the surface, but I was underneath the ice and I couldn't find the way out. I couldn't find the hole out. And I remember pounding on the ice and trying to catch my breath, and it was one of the most memorably terrifying nightmares that I ever had in my life. And I literally remember getting out, because normally with a nightmare, you wake up and you're like, okay, it was a nightmare. And then you can go back to sleep, even when you're 9 or 10 years old. But I had to get out of bed and I had to go downstairs and I had to sit at the breakfast table and I was just bawling my eyes out because we were off to the lake the next day and what happens? And they tried to assure me, honey, it's the middle of summer, the lake isn't frozen, there's no part of the lake that's going to be frozen. And I was terrified, absolutely terrified.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Would you rather swim in a lake or in a swimming pool?
Probably. A lake or swimming pool probably. For me, because it's right back there. With a lake, I'd have to go and try to drive somewhere, and it's just kind of complicated. I love swimming in lakes, though. So you've decided to play The Sims as a child with parents who are nasty and hate children, but you only play as the child. That's an interesting concept.
Wow, that is kind of a.
I never thought of only playing as a child.
I wonder if a child that's very loving and very kind could sway parents that are evil and nasty, like more please. I don't know. Wouldn't that be cool? Or like Annie trying to sway her.
There's a child abuse mod. Why would? That's horrible. I guess though that you might wanna. It's an interesting concept. I guess I wouldn't want to abuse my child in The Sims.
Yeah, that's kind of a sad thing that
I don't know if I'd want to be abused in The Sims.
That's
just sad.
It's really scary. I know that we kept you very
safe.
Yes, nurtured, and sheltered. We kept you very sheltered too. There's a lot of things I think about the world that you just don't know.
Well, from YouTube you can get a good idea of it.
But my Sims are always
not overly sheltered. No,
they're not necessarily what you would call hard-working Sims, but they are. I get them very comfortably capable of
I played The Sims 3.
I get them very capable of supporting themselves, and then I let them go out and start in every career, because I'm trying to build all of the aspirations in, and then I start buying everything so that they can become speed readers. First, I make them speed readers, and then I make them.
Oh, your kids?
Like, no, and even my kids. Then I start right away, but. Isn't it interesting, though? Because I don't want to play my Sims as lazy, and because I don't think then that they would... I don't. I think that would just be tough, because I guess I just wasn't made that way. Do you make your Sims like beautiful people, or do you make your Sims horribly ugly people and then...
Hold on. I know that we always, we like making good people. I've never heard of We Happy Few before. Looks kind of like a cool game, though. Is it new? Oh, yeah, it's brand new. Looks like a survival game. I know that we played something like that.
Is it a survival game?
Oh, it's described as survival game. 91% of people liked this video game. It got a 7.3 out of 10 on IGN. Said it's amazing. Oh, we should check it out.
The other big game that I love to play is Civilization.
Oh, yes. You make a home wrecker? I couldn't imagine doing that.
Really? That'd be, I don't know. I started one of my Sims off with, okay, I'm going to get this romance, what's that one? Romance thing where you have to kiss so many Sims and you have to do, all of these different, you have to have a serious relationship with so many Sims. And I thought, I can never get that aspiration because my Sims try to make themselves rich first or well off first, comfortable first, and then
you can build anything you want.
Then I just try to make them build up all of their skill sets, and then they find the love of their life, and then they, know. So usually my Sims have one partner, usually. So this guy was different, and I said, okay, I'm gonna get this whole aspiration thing here with him, and I'm gonna tell you. We fell on some tough times, he and I, because I didn't like him very much.
Your Sim? Or?
Yeah, my Sim. I just didn't like him.
You didn't like your Sim.
I didn't like him. And I made him the perfect woman so that he would fall in love with the perfect woman.
Oh, jeez.
No. It didn't work. And then...
Get every girl in town pregnant. Try to see how many babies you could have. it's kind of crazy is, we just don't play The Sims like that.
No, we don't. And
like,
I mean,
know that you
even-
can torture
even though
your
I
Sims
don't-
and try to get them killed and like start fires intentionally with fireworks inside.
I've had some of my Sims die.
Mhm.
I unintentionally, but like there
from
was
fire.
one girl who lived in the apartment with gremlins, and she got up one morning before I figured out that what you need to do is put all of your electronics away at night, every night before you go to sleep, so the gremlins don't have anything to break.
Mhm.
But I had her get up, and she got dazed. But I just put it on this, where you go fix this, then this, then this, then this, then this.
Mhm.
And she got dazed when she was fixing her computer, and then she immediately went to fix her refrigerator, and she got electrocuted. That was the first Sim that died. And the second Sim that died in a fire, and most of my Sims have died in fires. But she was just stupid because she just stood there. And it was as if she didn't have anywhere to go, but she did. She could have gotten herself out of the fire, but she chose not to. And then I had to restart my game because the last time the Sims mom came in and there was a fire and it was spreading. It wasn't just putting itself out, it kept spreading. And she went into one part where the fire had already spread into the bedroom and she started to clean.
Mhm.
And then she walked into the fire. She picked up the baby, the toddler, and she walked into the fire and she stood there and then she died. The baby didn't.
That's ridiculous.
The baby was an alien, but the baby didn't die, but she did. And I thought, and I didn't make her do that, and I was so mad that I had to restart my game.
Mhm. One of my Sims died when I think that they intentionally decided to go swimming when they were exhausted. So they fell asleep in the pool and drowned.
And
I know that you can
Why do Sims do dumb things
Big
like
Papel
that?
said, if you put a Sim in the pool and remove the ladder.
Then because they get drowned. Yeah.
Have you ever played Civilization on easy mode and rush nuke so you can destroy each other nation?
No, I've never done that because it's really hard for me
And
to play.
she's the Civ.
Yeah, it's really
I
hard
don't
for me
play
to
that.
play the I hate you and I'm going to go to war with you.
Mhm.
When people go to war with
It's
me, I'm
always
always
the
like, dang
tactic
it, you're going to ruin the game. I'm just trying to make my civilization big and happy and, I'm just trying to do that. Stop going to war with me. So I'm that type of person.
Mhm.
But there was one time I think I was playing as...
Adolf Hitler?
I think I was playing as the German, but it's not. It's Otto. Somebody, I think. But I think I was playing as the German. So
Right.
I was pretty powerful. And there was a nation that went to war with me and I just kept going from town to town and just kept wiping you out. Because he made me so mad. So then now I kind of got a taste for it.
Mhm.
But there was one I was playing as Russia and she was like in the tens. She just had everything that she needed to have and we were on the way to technological victory and then somebody nuked me.
What?
I think it was Egypt started nuking me, and that just made me. mad.
You always get all the world wonders first.
It made me mad.
Oh boy. Now they're having a little argument.
No, I'm not. I am because I don't think that I could play online because I'm not that kind of cutthroat sort of person where I say.
Well, the
I'm
Crinkle
gonna-
Lad
I'm
wants
gonna
to
do all
one-on-one with you.
this. Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Because you knew he'd beat me, wouldn't you? Because you're like, oh, because she doesn't like to do that whole, And then I will if my civilization isn't in a really great place and they can't, they can hardly plant crops and they can hardly. I'm like, oh yeah, they're not advancing fast enough, so I just start a new game. I'm terrible. I'm just like, hey, let's make it as easy as we can.
Hey, Selfish, we're talking
Hey,
about the Civilization games now. So the Crinkle Lad, are you on the Civ 5 or Civ 6?
I'm Civ 6.
But we still have Civ 5.
We do still have Civ 5, but I'm Civ 6.
Mm-hmm.
And are they bloodthirsty? See, I don't think I can play online because I don't think I'm good enough at the game. Because I don't understand all of the civilizations, and I don't understand how some civilizations
Can
do so well. Yeah, can do so well and others can't. Like I played as Japan once, and I thought, okay, Japan is just going to be, And lately
It
I've been
depends on
playing
geographical location.
right, but lately I've been
That's what I
playing
got from World
geographical. I've been playing geographical location, and so I thought, well, Japan is going to be like this island nation for forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then how does Australia win if historically Australia was so far backwards? But oh well.
Opinions on Fallout 76. Now we haven't played it yet, but from what I've heard, it was a buggy mess at release. And I think that when you release a game, it really needs to be polished. But I think the Bethesda, or however you pronounce that game company, kind of just rushed it out. The only Fallout game that she's played is Fallout Shelter.
Yeah, but I played it as a cartoon character.
As it's
And even then, as the cartoon character, it's like, let's just make him really happy. I don't want anyone to die.
I think we need to try out like Fallout 4 or Fallout 76 or New Vegas
too,
or
but
something.
I really want you to go back and play the
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
She's not a big gamer.
I really want you to play Assassin's Creed for me.
Like, I spent about 2 hours today literally recording videos, and the rest of that time I spent messing around with this computer and watching videos. So yeah, does that tell you anything about my gamerish-ness?
And now he wants to play Minecraft again. You know what I really liked about Minecraft was that they had that server where you could go on and play in those fantastic worlds that they create. I thought, how can you make that kind of art with blocks?
Mm-hmm.
That just amazed me, and I absolutely loved watching those people build like an entire English township.
Oh, like
complete
for
with
survival
the water,
games?
yeah, complete with a water mill and a castle, and I thought that was amazing. I always loved watching that.
I always just liked the survival game rounds.
Yeah, you
I wasn't good at them, but I liked
the Hunger Games. Yeah.
You're too destructive. So you're the griefer. You're the person that just goes into the server and is like, yeah, I'll just destroy that. No problem. Too bad, so sad. Griefing scum.
Destroy it for everyone.
I know that I had a bully / friend back in elementary, and he always griefed my structures. And one time he wanted to play on my survival games map that I made, and I had to lie because I really did not want to play with him.
Yeah, because he would destroy everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. We did make a Hunger Games map once. We did. I remember that. On the Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that you had your friends come in and play.
Mm-hmm. But now we don't do that
Back
anymore.
on the 360. I know, and then it kind of did. Minecraft did kind of change a lot, didn't it? I liked it when they got cats. But I didn't like all the new fish that you had to get. And
What kind of new fish?
when they had like that poisonous fish. That one poisonous fish that you could fish
1.4? I know that
because it took so long to... And then I really liked playing when you had to go onto the island and then you had to try to figure out how to survive on the island.
Oh yeah, Survival Island.
Survival
I like that.
Island. I like that.
I know that they
Minecraft.
just made a new aquatic update, so now you can go diving and there's all these reefs and you can find like the aquatic like there's a base that you can take.
So they're still putting a lot into
Minecraft?
Minecraft?
Oh yeah.
Really?
And their brand new update is going to revamp villages, and I have all these different trading tables, and I haven't really looked into it, but you also have a scaffolding block which you can travel up and down. It's cool. It's really cool.
I did like it when they got horses too, but my horse always would run away. So I'd like get on a horse and I'd go for forever to go find, some kind of jewel or emerald or something. And then my horse would escape and then I'd have to walk back.
Red Dead Redemption 2, I've also heard of that one. I think it's by the same people that made
Selfish,
GTA.
didn't you play that like for 24 hours straight?
I know,
when
I
it came
remember.
out?
I've heard it's a good game just with messed up controls.
Yeah.
I'm not a big gamer. I think I've already said that.
Rockstar as in the drink?
The people
drink?
that made GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, Happy New Year,
Happy New Year,
Bachman.
Ron Bachman.
I like that name. It reminds me of
Have you kept your resolution?
Your resolution. Your resolution.
Putting you on the line
Just
here,
kidding.
buddy.
Oh, you have GTA. I know that I have that game also. It's just bad. Okay, it's an awesome, awesome, awesome game. I love it. It's a bad game though. Like it's really bad. Just turned New Year's here in Australia.
What?
Seriously? Are you kidding me?
What?
Well, you guys come from the land down under, don't ya?
Stronger legs. Stronger legs. I've been riding my bike every night.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I know that we went
5
for
miles.
a walk yesterday.
5 miles every night.
Because we're
Ride my
trying
bike.
to...
Ride my bike and then I do this. That's what I do. I'm trying to get my dog skinny. That's my resolution. It's easier to put somebody else on a diet, so...
My resolution is to work out and get stronger legs. You realize you're ahead of us. It's the 5th.
It's the 5th of January. What is he talking about? Just turned New Year.
I know.
Happy New Year!
I know, I was like-
I think he's just celebrating it. That's what he's doing.
Every single day
Finally,
you're just like...
I get to celebrate. I've had to work. I'm UPS man.
I am...
FedEx man.
I am not an Australian. You haven't said yeehaw once, so I don't think so.
Oh,
Wait, did they say yeehaw in Australia?
sorry. Are you Australian?
I don't know.
Are you? Are you Australian?
And Selfish is like, you're definitely 12. Is that like an insult, you know? I'm happy.
That's what I think. He finally got to celebrate New Year's, so he's like, "Hey, it's Friday, and I'm gonna celebrate New Year's all over again. Get out the fireworks.
You know what? Wouldn't it be
We're gonna
cool?
do this again.
I think that it'd be cool every day to be like, Happy New Year!
Happy New Day!
Happy New Day! I think that'd be awesome.
I'm gonna make a resolution today. I'm gonna be the very best person I can be today.
I don't think I'd
Jeez.
ever keep them though, like honestly. It's hard keeping your darn New Year's resolutions. If you had a new day resolution, that'd be crazy.
It's a really yeah, but then it'd just be a goal, like what you said before. It's just like a goal. So it's like who was it that said I don't make resolutions because
What do you call a shoe
why-
made out of a banana?
A slipper? Oh, a slipper. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Don't get it? So you know how you slip on banana peels? You slip on banana peels? If you had a shoe made out of that, you'd be a slipper.
I don't get it either.
They're on hour 2 already.
I know. We gotta go.
We
guys.
just got an influx of viewers though, so I don't
We
really
did.
want to leave now. Like whenever Twitch sees all these viewers, they get all happy and they give me money and stuff like that. Like we need to enable affiliate so we can have bits thrown our way. Like if you get 100 bits, that's $1,
So,
and people can watch ads and get bits. So it's kind of like all they have to do is like spam all the sub button. Also, they could subscribe to us and give us like a monthly payment.
I don't get that.
I don't understand
get
why you
that.
don't get it. People like
You
supporting each
can
other.
roast beef, but you can't pea soup. Just like you can pick your friends, but you can't pick, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Well, you can, but you probably shouldn't. It's not polite.
Hmm.
Anyway, do you suppose we should go?
I don't know yet.
It's 8:14.
But we've never had 11 viewers before. I can
Oh.
tell you this for fun rather than money.
Yeah, we do this
Mhm.
for fun. We don't do it for money.
Yeah, and it will never be for money. But I think that it would just be cool to see what would happen if I enabled affiliate.
I don't think that we'd make a penny. That's the problem.
But
And
I
then I
think
think, oh geez, we're trying to do this for money and nobody wants to pay us. But when we do it for fun and people come in and we have a great conversation.
what do you call
well,
a
then
nun
it's
that's
just fun.
sleepwalking?
I don't know. What do you call a nun that's sleepwalking?
It's 2:15. You tell him.
You call
It's
a
okay.
nun.
Whoa,
oh my
what the-
gosh, it's 2:15. Oh man, you guys need to get to bed. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I know. 2:15 p.m. or
It's a.m.
oh jeez.
Yeah.
Guys, if you need to leave, make sure to leave.
Wait. What do you call a nun? Where's the
We need
joke?
to know.
I need to know. Where's the
Oh yeah,
where's the
you're not an
punchline?
insult. No, Selfish Enigma is just kind of
2:15 is nothing for gamers. Okay, that's why I don't like. I love gaming, but it takes so much time, and it's like it's terrifying.
mm-hmm.
Do you want to know how I spent my time today?
How? I'll make him dragon. But what you got to know about Enigma is that he's rough around the corners and he will insult you
This
sometimes.
is what I spent my
but
time on today.
just gotta work around him. you reek of insult. I don't get it. That's
a
amazing.
Roman
he
Catholic.
said that's amazing.
That's too cute.
Okay.
Ba-dum-bum.
Good.
That
job.
was a good one.
You went and made toast.
Oh,
Well,
what
yummy.
kind of toast did you have? Wheat? Butter? Did you put grape jam on it? Or
Grape
honey?
jam. It's for a high school one-act play.
Yeah.
So it's like a play in one act. You know.
And it's only going to be on stage for a couple of minutes.
So I don't know
Can
why
you
she's
believe
putting
it?
so much effort
Yeah,
into
it's
it.
only going to be on stage for like 5 minutes, but it has to be a blue
Marmite.
dragon. It has to have blue scales, and then it has to have a silver tail. So I gave it a silver underbelly, and it has to have a red head. So I started with a half mask. This is the mask, and then I had to make this part myself out of cardboard.
Hey, Adam.
See, I had to make it out of cardboard,
Mhm.
and then put some hot glue on it, and then I had to make the tail.
Do you like dragons? I'm not a big dragon fan, but you know,
I had to make
sometimes
the tail
you gotta
silver.
appreciate them.
So I hated the tail was just silver, so I gave it a blue stripe down the center. But it's too long now, I'm afraid, because it has to be. I have to do a Chinese dragon dance with it, but I think it can only have 3. The script only calls for 3, so I'm gonna have to change it. But this is what I spent my day building almost all day today. There's a lot of hot glue in this puppy. A lot of hot glue.
What do you call the secret organization that governs the sale of cheese?
I don't know. Something about whey.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Okay, so Selfish Enigma put Marmite on toast. So apparently that's like the Marmite versus
Like-
Vegemite.
Ugh.
I prefer Vegemite.
Do you?
I
Have
want
you had
to. I want to
Vegemite?
taste Vegemite.
Oh, see.
I want to have a
Once you taste it,
Vegemite
I don't
sandwich.
think that you'll like it.
Kind of like
I don't think
sushi.
you'll like it at all.
Okay, hold on. No, Minotti. Those are good jokes.
That's funny. Funny.
I am
funny.
Gold Nova. You got global and you only played once. I'm not. I don't know what these people are saying. Like they're spreading
Global
nice
what?
rumors, but
Global
false
like
rumors.
is in
On CS:GO, it's like this
I don't know
game.
what
It's
that
a
is.
shooter game.
Oh.
I played once.
I have a kid who brags that he killed Ninja all the time. But I killed Ninja. I killed Ninja. Fortnite is big in the junior high boys. Well, actually junior high boys and girls, but boys more than girls. And he always brags, but I killed Ninja.
I know we had some Ninja fans come in here. Those are the people that wanted you to play Fortnite. Well, good night. Good night. And he said, good luck with
Good
the
night.
dragons.
Thanks, kiddo. I appreciate. I'm gonna need
Ron
all
Bachman.
the luck that I can possibly get. Ron Bachman.
What
I hope you
cheese-
liked the jokes.
What cheese do you use to disguise a horse?
I don't know.
Horseradish?
What cheese do you use to disguise a
Okay,
horse?
okay, it's not horseradish then. I don't like horseradish either.
Not a horseradish.
Is that like Vegemite?
Um,
Japanese people attempt to eat Marmite. Ah! I hate clickbait, don't you?
I don't know. What cheese do you use to disguise a horse?
Did you hear that? Mascarpone.
Too cute. Anyway, honey, we gotta go. We gotta
I
eat
know.
supper.
I know, guys.
We gotta.
We gotta spam a few things though before we go.
We sure
Dad jokes.
enjoyed this though, guys. We did.
This was an awesome
It
stream.
was an awesome stream.
We love it when we can get some new people in here
Maybe I'll have
and
to
have
show
some new
off
conversations.
my Sim family
Good night,
to
everybody.
you on Sunday. So if you
Uh-huh.
want to come back on Sunday sometime around, I don't know, 6 or so.
6 a.m.
I don't know. No, when will we play The Sims? Usually Sims Sunday starts at 10. Here, 10 US.
Oh, so we don't
Central Time.
know how to convert between that stuff. I know. I know. Make sure to come
It was
back.
a pleasure meeting you, and I loved your jokes. Come back.
Yeah, I hope
okay?
that you come back. I hope that all of you come back. We stream
Get it?
every.
Great.
We stream every.
Yeah, I got it. Jeez, great. I got it. It was great. Oh, you cracked me up.
But guys, we stream every Friday around this time.
Mm-hmm.
It starts at midnight if you live in the UK, and it starts at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time in America.
And the Crinkle Lad. Hey, we might be up for a little Civ challenge, but I'm not good. I mean, it'll make you feel great to slaughter me, but hey, maybe, maybe.
We gotta go, Selfish. It's already 8:22 p.m., which is like your equivalent of like I don't know.
I know, and we woke you up wide awake now, and you're eating toast with
It's 2022. Hey, Mr. Peaches.
Hey, Mr. Peaches.
Not to mention, our government has been shut down 21 times since 76. The longest of all was with your party's almighty Bill Clinton at the helm. We're not liberal.
Smokes, are you in the right stream, Mr. Peaches?
You know that
the one traveled to another country 26 times to have sex with minors, and not to mention the disgrace that he showed to. I don't think you're in the right stream. I don't know who you're talking to, man, but that was the.
We don't like Bill Clinton.
That's the very impressionable 22-year-old intern. Yeah. Okay, that was okay, right? And how about the illegal? Oh my goodness, I don't think you're in the right stream. But hey, Mr. Peaches, welcome to the stream.
That was a warm welcome.
We're just about to. And so yeah, the President Trump did. I know that I mentioned somewhere at the top of hour one that our President Trump said that the government could be shut down for a year.
Mm-hmm.
That he's like, hey, I'll just send you a box of food once a month, and everybody will be fine. If
they probably get paychecks at the end of it.
But I got to get this stuff straightened out. He said. So we'll see now that we've got such a separation of parties, and one party is chanting impeach, impeach, impeach. I guess we'll find out. It's going to be a bumpy ride from here on out. So strap in and hold on tight. Right, Mr. Peaches? Or is he gone already, having realized that he's had no politics? That's all that...
No politics!
No politics! You're so cute. Oh, anyway, guys, we are on our way out, or we're on our way out when I had to read what Mr. Peaches had to say, so...
all right, guys,
we're going to continue to be on our way out.
Thank you for the great stream, everybody. We will catch you all in the next one.
Keep those resolutions, and if you haven't,
every
day wake up and say...
I'm sorry, Ashkani, your stupid Nightbot timed you out again.
Again?
And it deleted all your messages.
What?
This is ridiculous. All right.
No. Good night.
Good night, Selfish.
You go back to bed. You need your rest now. Start your creative brain flowing, okay?
All right. Guys, we'll catch you all in the next one. Let's roll the intro for some reason. It isn't working.
No intro. You can't see me waving then. I was going to blow kisses. I'm blowing kisses now. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hey, what are we going to play? What are we going to play to say goodnight to everyone? What are we going to play? We always play some music and we leave and we dance.
I come from land down under.
No, we always play some Musa.
Our Google Home doesn't work.
Our Google Home works
and I'd have to do some stuff.
Anyway, so dance with us. Dance with us. Dance. Dance, dance, dance. Hey Google, turn out the lights. Dance.
It doesn't work either. My dad messed it up.
You tell Kelly good night for us. Give her a great big kiss. Give her a hug. We love you guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.